Flo, you've had your hands on a lot of the phones and tablets this year.
Yes, I have.
Probably too many. Too many by some account.
You know what? It was a great year regardless. No, honestly, there was so much great hardware this year. It was very difficult to give a lot of the phones that I reviewed and tablets I reviewed this year less than a 4 out of 5.
That's saying something.
That's how I feel about this year. And
What was the cream of the crop for you? What kind of?
So the cream of the crop for me was the Huawei made Nexus 6P. I think that was the best phone of the year.
Hard to deny that one.
I almost said the Galaxy S6, but there's something about stock Android on a really sleek black device that I just couldn't pass up.
Yeah, it's a nice one. So, okay, the 6P, obviously, like that was on my list as well. Have you been tempted, Aaron?
Absolutely. I mean, if I wasn't still really liking my 6, the 6P would be the one I would get for sure. And I've heard lots of great things about it. I mean, people that are using it say, it's fast, it's speedy, it's, looks great, operates wonderfully. So I think that would be the one I would definitely go to if I didn't like my 6. The Nexus 6 does everything I want it to do.
Yeah,
I really
it's still
don't
performing
feel
well for you, and it's so
well.
inexpensive right now.
$250.
$250 for the.
It's crazy.
Wow.
That's a lot of hardware for $250.
1 year later, and it drops by half.
Yeah, 6P. I think and the thing about the 6P is, it seems to be so far the most well received. In the community overall, not just with users but with reviewers. And it's really making a name for itself.
Yep.
And I think we're seeing it's getting talked about it in the mainstream media, which, before this, I think it was kind of hit or miss whether people actually saw this as a phone that they would recommend to people. The Nexus brand, recommending the Nexus brand to people. But now you see it. I see it in the streets. I see people using it all over the place. And the 5X, but the 6P definitely.
I think the 6P, more so you hear a lot more of the 6P than
and I think
5X.
maybe a little bit of that is because of the iPhone 6 Plus, whatever, when they started, we're going to do a 6-inch phone. Now people have kind of embraced it and they're like, oh, what's this thing? That's pretty cool.
Right.
Thanks, Apple.
Yeah, thanks, Apple.
For doing that for the first time.
Yeah.
The note I put in here is it's nice to have a true premium Nexus to be proud of through and through.
Yes,
and
well said.
Which is not to say that the Nexus 6 wasn't nice. It was a large device, but it was large even for large device fans. You know what I mean? Like the big difference between.
And you've got big hands.
What's that?
You've got big hands.
I've got big hands, but I mean,
it's hard for you to use.
No matter what, the 6 just had a little bit wider of a face versus the 6P.
Yeah,
and
we could do a side by
tiny
side.
bit
Do side by side
of extra width, made all the difference here. Let me clear some of my notifications because I stockpile.
Oh my goodness!
I stockpile notifications.
I do too.
So I mean, it's just a little bit narrower, and it really does make all the difference for reaching across if you're using one hand.
Yeah, it's really hard for me when I'm holding it. Like,
you just can't make it.
I can't make it all the way across to unlock the screen.
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, see, so if I do this, I'm not going to show my thing, but I mean, it's like I can't quite get it.
Yep. Stretch.
Yep.
So the 6P. And, a lot of people like the 5X, but between the two, obviously, we're choosing the 6P here. What else?
So I actually did a whole best of column
you did.
On Greenbot. The next category I sort of chose was best mid-range device. I actually did a little video, which is kind of adorable because, it's me making a joke that you can't hear because the sound is not connected. But anyway,
that's okay.
So for best mid-range phone, I had chosen the Moto X Pure Edition, which I actually flubbed and I said Play Edition in the video. So really sorry about that, everyone. But the Pure Edition. And the thing is, it's not a mid-range phone, but it's a phone. It's a high-end phone at a mid-range price.
Right.
Which is why I put it there. And for $500? I think less than that. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic device, and you can customize it the way you want. It's speedy. It's the camera is actually good. Finally, Motorola, thank you.
Well, this was a big year for just cameras in general on
I mean, we could have spent a whole show just talking about
Android
the
hardware.
different. I did so much camera testing this year, so this is definitely the year of the camera.
I get the feeling that you're kind of happy to see 2015 from a hardware perspective, kind of in the rearview mirror, start fresh.
Yeah, but it was good because I was busy.
Yeah, that's true. Good
my
to be
job's
busy.
legitimate.
Good to be
So
busy.
you know what? Keep it coming. It's all right. It's like a farmer with lots of crops, you know? I had so many crops this year and it was great. And I hope I have more crops next year.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. I don't think that train's slowing down anytime soon. You also have the OnePlus X on your list, which I have on my list, not because I really played around with it very much, but because it made a really good impression on me.
It was really pretty.
From the few times that you brought it in,
Yeah.
and just kind of reviews seemed pretty positive on it.
Yeah.
Definitely more so than its other
Yeah.
companion device.
So the OnePlus X is $250, and by the way, I just want to backtrack. The Moto X Pure Edition is $350, starts at $350. So just
Okay.
wanted to get that out there. But yeah, the OnePlus X 250, pretty good, like burner phone. If you just need like a backup phone for traveling, and it has dual SIM capabilities, and Oxygen OS is pretty close to stock Android. I mean, they don't ruin it. You
Yeah,
know, they
Motorola
do
is
a
pretty
really good
light,
job.
Like
light
Motorola,
touch.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, OnePlus and Motorola are both pretty good about the whole like near stock thing. So the only bummer about the OnePlus X is that it doesn't work on all the bands here in the U.S. for T-Mobile and AT&T. So there's one little setback.
Yeah. Let's see here. I did not get a chance to play around with the LG V10, but I think you liked
God,
it for the
was
camera
it was
stuff.
So fantastic.
Yeah.
I took it for Thanksgiving, and I shot long exposure shots at the, late at night at the beach, and I finally got into what it could do, and I just thought it was like, it's really phenomenal what LG has managed to do with its camera software this year and its hardware. Good job, LG.
The
Yeah, it was
device
good.
kind of hardware always kind of looked a little funky to me.
You know what? It's okay
But-
because I realize now it's okay. At first I was like, this is
Yeah.
so masculine and bulky, but it's actually pretty rugged. And you kind of want the grippiness on the back is really good when we were like hiking and stuff
Oh,
like
okay.
that. So-
All right. All right. Good for out and
Unlike
about
the
camera shots.
unlike
and
the Nexus 6, right?
stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You need some
Slide out
grippiness.
and
Grippiness is
die.
a good thing.
What else here? Oh, you got well, I guess phablet.
I
and-
put
and
everything
tablet.
in. I put everything into categories.
category, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
else?
phablet was the Galaxy Note 5. Obviously, it is the best with that little stylus it's got. It's fast. That extra gig of RAM really gives it a kick. The screen on it is like near perfection.
Gorgeous, yeah, it
It's
really is.
Granted, yes. I'm sorry, guys. It's missing the micro SD.
Wah, wah.
But maybe I think next year. I have a feeling. I just have
You
a
think
gut
they're going to
that- I
bring
have a
back
feeling
the?
they're going to bring it back.
Wow. Okay.
That'd be nice.
They have to.
That would be good.
We've been so We've been complaining so much about it.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I really miss on the Nexus 6. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like,
absolutely.
I don't want to be forced into paying a lot of money to upgrade to 64 or 128 gig. I just don't.
Just
right?
at the onset.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to have a device that I can put like a bunch of movies on for a trip or something, and then maybe even swap it out.
Well, and you have all those high res photos you're taking.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
It's got a 16 megapixel camera
Yeah.
that shoots at like really big pictures. I was trying to think of the resolution. It just shoots really big pictures, and they're
Yeah.
like 3 megabytes each, and that
Right.
that adds up really fast.
Really fast, yeah.
An HD video.
Yep.
Like, you want me to shoot what in like 4K? Are you crazy? Where am I gonna put all that stuff?
Yeah. Yep.
Got to go somewhere. This
So-
tablet was good. I actually like this a lot. The Galaxy Tab S2.
So good. Second year in a row, it was the Tab S series.
The Tab S series is
and that
great.
has a micro SD slot.
There you go.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
So I was very happy about
Makes
that.
it to the tablet. Maybe not
Popped
to
a
the
little
phone now.
64
but-
gigger in there,
Yeah.
and I love it because I can put like videos on it and just stream it to the TV with the tablet. It's really fantastic because the Chromecast.
Oh, do I know the Chromecast?
Yeah, I know you were tweeting about it too. The Chromecast Audio
Did.
this
Yeah,
weekend.
it's on
It
my
was
list.
it's such a great device and very thin, very easy to cart around.
No, the build quality on that is awesome.